The Outlander universe is about to expand, and I'm beyond excited. A brand new prequel series, Outlander, Blood of My Blood, is on its way, and I can already feel it becoming the perfect follow-up to the original series, which is sadly nearing its end. The good news is that the production has already kicked off for Blood of My Blood, and we have all the tea about it. So, let's talk about it. First, we should take a peek into the sneak peeks. A few months ago, we got our first look at Blood of My Blood, and the photos have completely drawn me in. The series introduced two central couples, Jamie Fraser's parents, Ellen Mackenzie and Brian Fraser, and Claire Beauchamp's parents, Julia Morriston and Henry Beauchamp. Ellen and Brian embody everything I love about Highland romance: the tartan, heartfelt gazes, the undeniable chemistry. Then there's Julia and Henry, who exude a refined, elegant charm from the World War I era. Their connection is different, but just as captivating. Even without dialogue, these photos tell a story, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds on screen. Ellen and Brian's relationship is particularly intriguing because it's the foundation of Jamie's character. Seeing them share such a tender moment in the Highland backdrop gives me chills. It's clear that their love is not just romantic, but deeply rooted in loyalty and sacrifice. On the flip side, Julia and Henry's story has a modern, almost cinematic quality. Picture them in an elegant car, dressed impeccably for the World War I era. The intensity in their eyes promises a love story filled with depth and resilience. These contrasting romances not only reflect different time periods, also show how love transcends challenges, whether it's cultural expectations or the chaos of war. One thing that has me even more excited is the return of familiar names. Though they're much younger this time, we'll get to see Dougal and Colin Mackenzie in their youth, portrayed with a fresh energy that's bound to give us a whole new perspective on these iconic characters. Dougal's determination and Colin's authority were so pivotal in Jamie's story, and now we get to see how these brothers became the complex men we know from Outlander. For me, it's like rediscovering a part of their history that I never knew I needed, and it doesn't stop there. Other familiar figures like Murtagh Fraser, Lord Lovat, Jocasta Cameron, and Mrs. Fitz will also make an appearance. It's like reconnecting with old friends while uncovering hidden chapters of their life. I'm especially curious about Murtagh and Jocasta. Will the show hint at their eventual connection? It would be so satisfying to see their paths cross in this earlier timeline, even if just briefly. What do you think? Would you love to see a nod to their future relationship in this prequel? But the big question remains, what's Blood of My Blood about? At its heart, the series explores the love stories of Jamie's and Claire's parents. Ellen and Brian's romance takes place in the rugged Highlands of the 18th century, a world steeped in tradition and conflict. Meanwhile, Julia and Henry's story unfolds during the transformative years of World War I in England. These two narratives run parallel, but couldn't be more different in tone and setting, making it an exciting exploration of how these couples shape the lives of Jamie and Claire. What excites me most is how this prequel will deepen the Outlander universe. It's not just about adding new layers to familiar characters, it's about understanding the roots of Jamie and Claire's love. Their bond has always felt almost predestined, and now we get to explore how the love stories of their parents laid the groundwork for their iconic connection. Could we even see echoes of Brian and Ellen's relationship in Jamie and Claire's dynamic, or find traces of Julia and Henry's resilience in Claire's unshakable determination? I'm pretty certain that the parents' romance will hint at an even stronger bond between Claire and Jamie, and will make the original series even more meaningful, and I cannot wait for it. And here's a thought: could young Claire appear in the prequel? Imagine glimpsing her as a child, getting born under the shadow of World War I, and seeing the experiences that shaped her into the strong, resourceful woman we know. It would be such a clever way to tie the two stories together and create a deeper emotional connection. What do you think? Would seeing a young Claire add an extra layer of meaning to the series? The team behind Blood of My Blood certainly knows what they're doing. With Outlander showrunner Matthew B. Roberts at the helm and Diana Gabaldon consulting, the show is in excellent hands. Roberts has shared his excitement about exploring universal themes like love, loyalty, and sacrifice, elements that have always been at the core of Outlander. Gabaldon herself is writing scripts for both this series and the final season of Outlander, and the fact that she finds script writing easier than novel writing makes me laugh. Did you know it only takes her about 3 weeks to complete a script? She's truly a storytelling powerhouse. The show's potential doesn't end there though. Blood of My Blood is based on Gabaldon's planned trilogy about Jamie's parents, which means there's room for even more seasons if all goes well. I'm crossing my fingers for this series to become just as beloved as the original. With its themes of love, destiny, and resilience, feels like a natural continuation of everything I adore about Outlander. Blood of My Blood will premiere in late 2025, right after Outlander concludes, allowing us to continue enjoy the franchise for a longer time. For more weekly updates on the Outlander series, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.